What happened was in 2005 there were two guys that came out with a fucking kids like it's an illustrated kids book, and it was called Elf on the Shelf. And the idea was that this little fucking elf, this little this little guy would sit on a shelf somewhere in your house, and then he would watch you to see if you were naughty or nice. Of course, these types of things. Of course, the year, and at the end of the year he would like report to Santa. So they came out with the toy, like later. I don't remember what year it was, but it was probably 2014, 15, 16, something like that. Um, and it was
Oh,
just,
what's up, my
it's
guy?
literally just, it's that stupid. It's just a little ceramic elf, whatever the fuck it's made out of. It's about like maybe a half a foot tall, and just sits there on your shelf. And then, or the parents could just take it and like put it in front of the kid and be like, motherfuckers watching you. Like you're not
Oh,
good.
so it's like a manipulation thing to fucking get the kid
That's
to be.
it. That's it. That's all it is. It's just a thing you put in front of your kids so that it's like you actually convince. As much as they believe in Santa at the time, they're also going to believe that elf is fucking keeping an eye on them. And if he doesn't like what he sees, he's going to go back to Santa. He's going to tell
Yeah,
him.
but you know who would be the smart motherfucking kid? The kid who comes up and be like, "Mom, I don't get it. If Santa sees you when you're sleeping and knows when you're awake, why? What's the point of the elf on the shelf?" I'm gonna be like, "That kid's the next president right there."
I mean, true, but if that was your kid to begin with, you probably wouldn't buy him an elf on the shelf. You'd probably get him something like a chessboard or something like that. A scientific calculator, maybe something a little bit better.
I'm fucking dead. Yo, what are all these little hotties coming from Canada, bro? I'm trying to go to Canada and fuck up the entire country.
Yeah, I mean,
Elmo, what's good, my guy?
there are a lot of hot women from Canada. I would think I would definitely think so.
Bro, there's like a whole pie out there, and there's like I only need a piece. You feel me?
True. Unless you go to like Edmonton, which is like probably like working women, and they have like hands like bigger than we have, and they're like they're probably just like forearms as big as us too, and they have them like covered in grease all day from fracking.
What are you talking about?
For Edmonton is you know where Edmonton is?
Yeah, it's in Canada.
Yeah, but do you know where? Okay, Canada is a you can't is Canada's a big place. So do you know where Edmonton is exactly?
Edmonton, I don't know. It's by Ontario.
Not really. It's west and it's north. It's very far north. There's
Have
very
you ever been to Canada?
yeah, once.
Oh fuck! I was gonna about to be like fuck you because I've been to Toronto.
I've been to Edmonton. It's the only place I've been to. Because I went there for a comedy show. Because they have good comedy shows in Edmonton. It's interesting because it's a place.
Wait. You went to Edmonton just to see a comedy show?
I went to Edmonton to see a friend, to see a comedy show, to watch a hockey game.
Yeah,
A
bro, you're rich.
What?
You're definitely doing well for yourself. That's like a rich ass thing to say. I just went to Edmonton, you know what I'm saying, to watch a hockey game and to watch a comedy show. Who the
Like,
fuck?
buddy,
Who the fuck goes to Edmonton for a comedy show, other than a comedy show in general? Unless you're just fucking just stupid rich. And
when you
you just
think
want to
about it,
go.
where are you going to go for a good comedy show? I mean, you're going to go.
No,
Where?
I think you're lying now, bro. Now I think that was a whole scheme. You definitely met up with a bitch there, got her pregnant, left the country, never talked to her again.
I mean, I can tell you exactly what they do in Edmonton. You can look into it as much as you like, and you'll find out that I'm not lying to you. I mean, it's I did go for a hockey. I did go for a hockey game. And no, it's not the NHL. I went to see because I liked hockey growing up. So my friend lives in Canada, um, and he was going to Edmonton. This was the summer of I gotta say I was 2000 and no I'm sorry not it was I'm saying 2000 I was 23 so it was 2000 and fucking I guess I don't
You're
know.
23.
Yeah, help me out.
It was 2007.
All right, it's 2007. That's what I was gonna say. But so it's 2007.
Hannah
And
kicking out everybody right now too.
what's up?
Hannah been kicking out everybody. Look at
No pictures.
Yeah. So there was. I'll be honest with you. It was the summertime, and at nighttime, it's so cold in Edmonton that during the summertime at night, I went to walk out of the hotel I was staying at because there was a place to eat down the road. I don't know if you call it a diner or what you would call it. I didn't get there, so I don't know what it was. I knew there was something there where I could get food, and I was hungry. And I asked the guy at the desk, is the place down there they have good food? He's like, yeah, but he actually said yes. Do you want me to call you a car? I said, why are you gonna call me a car for? It's right down the road.
Hmm.
It's like I could see it. Although
you. You're gonna freeze.
Right. So he tells me like you can't walk there. It's not. You're not. It's not going to work. I'm like, fuck you. I can't walk there. It's a little bit cold. What are you talking about? I'm gonna. I got my jacket on. I think I'm fucking. I walk outside. I start walking like this is going to be no problem. In 15 seconds, I'm like, oh no. Like now, I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about whether or not I'm going to risk dying, or walking back into the hotel, looking this guy in the eyes and being like, you know what? I'm an asshole. You're right. I shouldn't have. I should have never said that. I should have never doubted you for a second. So you live here. So I walked back in and he just smiled at me. He was nice. He's like, you want me to call your car? I'm like, by the way, do they deliver by any chance? He's like, yeah, they have somebody drive something over if you want. I'm like, thank you very much, sir. He's like, no problem. I even gave him a little tip. But I mean, as weird, as kind of flat as the story as that is, it's like it is that cold up there, which is it's fucking. It was weird because
really cold in Canada altogether, like a lot of places.
Oh yeah, I mean, really fucking cold. Edmonton is so far north that there's really no people have you can't the winter months apparently you can't really walk around too much, and they have special kinds of clothes that we're not really accessible. I mean, they're accessible, but you'd have to go out of your way to find them and even find out what they are. But they have like,
what's up, my guy? Kakol.
Yeah, but they have the types of shit that like I guess like people that walk across the South Pole and shit, they have to have certain types of gear. I'm not saying this is quite that, but it's something along those lines where it's just otherwise you wouldn't be able to. You just regular clothes, no matter how many layers you wore, wouldn't do it or whatever. But
you got to have the flannel shit. That's the shit that's like fucking pretty much insulated.
Yeah, I don't honestly. I wouldn't have any idea what it is. I just knew that it was something to their clothing that it's probably just an insulation property. You're right.
Yeah, that's crazy. When I found that shit out, that they were like using like the same fucking. Well, it's not the same thing, but the same concept, like insulation for the clothes that they use on the walls. Like, what the fuck? I'm like,
yeah, insulating heat to like an efficient point is not really the craziest thing. It's not the hardest thing to do, but to make it like, I guess, bio-friendly to the point that you're going to be wearing whatever technology it is, to make it cost efficient, to make it comfortable, all those things also, that's a little bit of work. And they've done it. But people have done it. People have done the work.
The old insulation shit was fucking terrible. Back in the day, they used to have to insulate their houses with like newspapers, and then they had the itchy shit that. Oh my god, bro! I used to fucking back in the day, bro, when I used to have to like gut houses and shit, bro. Fucking all that insulation, you have to wear the mat. You get itchy. You fucking
That's a real fiberglass, bro. That's the shit they put into like menthol cigarettes. It's the same shit that goes into your lungs when you smoke like Newports. But
there you go. Right. Matter of fact, fuck it.
Let's go. 7.8 million. Let's go.
Let's go. Cool.
I didn't know if Anna was going to stop at all. I thought she was maybe
out
to take my number one spot. I was like,
that was out of control.
Yeah, I was like, whatever this is, I'm not trying to keep up with this tonight. It's not happening. I'm gonna let her take tonight. That's fine. That will be fine, sir.
Yeah, you might get kind of the week.
Yo, and she's only 5K behind second. She'll have that shit tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was thinking about having it tonight.
She said she was thinking about having it tonight.
Yo, honestly, you know me. Like, you've done enough. Like, you should just stop. But like, why the fuck would you go to where it was only like 4 or 5K left?
When she gets fixated on a particular thing, it's like there is nothing else. Once she gets emotionally attached to a specific goal, a specific thing, there is no other considerations, which is great for that goal and absolutely terrible for everything else. And that's a lot of the story.
When she puts a minus on, she gets that shit done.
Yeah, if we lived in a world with only one operation, let's say one operation to consider, she would be the most effective person ever. Unfortunately, because we have multiple operations at a time, sometimes the logic of things tends to fall apart because she's going so hard. For example, yeah, like she will, she's when she feels strongly about something, she really does feel strongly about something. It's part of what makes her who she is. Love. So
how many?
Anyway, I just want to get that elf on the shelf thing out of the way.
You're not a parent. Like, how do you really know what elf on the shelf is?
Yeah. Honestly, I really didn't know.
Like, but do you
because
realize,
you want to know the answer? I'll tell you the answer.
Do you realize that like people like they put the elf on different like places every day for their kids?
I do, but I said that before. that the parent can move the elf around. There's the kids moving around, so the elf.
And
Can,
like the elf does shit. Like
okay, fine. The elf does shit.
What does it do?
It does nothing.
it can bring gifts and stuff like that.
No, it can't. You
Yes,
got
it does.
the parents. What the parents tell them.
That-
You can, you can make up whatever story you like about it, about
And they
fucking
have,
with ceramic elf.
They have the elves have pets now and shit like that.
Okay, that's generation whatever products. I know what the original. I know what the original thing was. I even know the storybook that it came from. That you
Stop.
can know. What?
Yeah, I do.
We can't understand, bro, because we're not parents.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have the storybook.
Okay. I apologize. She knew about the storybook. Everybody, I apologize. She knew about the storybook.
I
My
have
bad.
2 elves.
Okay, she has 2 of them. I apologize.
I have two.
She has 2. She has 2 of them.
You're allowed to have more than one?
Yeah.
Which the government's going to stop you?
I have a boy.
I'm just saying, like, what is the rules? Like, you can't have 2 Santas. There's only one Santa. You know what
I mean,
No,
if they-
I have 2 elves because I have 2 kids. So I have a boy and a girl elf. Their names are Buddy and Susie.
What? How the fuck do you go from Buddy, which is the character from Elf, which makes sense, and then you go to Susie? Like, how did Susie come in the mix?
Because my ex-husband's grandparents were named Buddy and Susie, and his actual given name was Buddy. So that's where we got it from, was from his grandparents, Buddy and Susie.
Buddy and Susie. Fucking weird.
You know what?
God bless.
If I was some of my deepest thoughts and my most introspective moments are when I'm taking a good shit. So if I had it, I'd buy one and I would put it, if my kid was anything like me, I would put it directly opposite the toilet, whatever it is, the sink, maybe a shelf, lol, and I would just have the elf staring. I see whenever I tell my son, I'm gonna put a camera in the bathroom. When you take a good shit, you look at elf right in his good eye. And if the kid didn't do that, I would beat him. And that's but if he did do that, everything would be fine. It would be a beautiful Christmas. And that's my way of doing things. And
I would be fucked up about it. I would be like, yo, you're being bad right now. You know the elf can see. And then they don't listen, they just keep being bad. And then like at nighttime, like I'd be like making noise, and then he'd wake up and the elf would be like right in his face, like and fucking scare the shit out of him.
Fuck yeah.
Maybe not to a
how's way of doing it is like she takes 2 because she thinks 2 is better than 1, and she puts them in front of the kid. She's like, listen, the elf's gonna watch you guys, you better behave. And then she walks away and she doesn't.
Yeah, tell me how when you did
She falls asleep, doesn't pay attention to the kids for the rest of the day. That's her way of doing it. What?
Tell me how when you did Hannah, you became a Jewish mother.
Because that's all I know. I can't do it. I can't talk like she talks. I can't talk like she. I would never. If it sounds like that came out of my mouth.
No, we're not saying.
I would
that.
never forgive myself.
We didn't hear you do the impression, so you have to do the impression. What did Hannah say to her kids? How did she do it?
Oh, you want me to do the Jewish grandma impression?
No. I want you to do Hannah.
But it's the same thing.
He said, true that.
It's the only female impression I can do.
Oh shit! That's hilarious. He said like, go in there before the elves go get you. Yo, it just reminds me of Adam Sandler. You ever watch, hear the Cock and Balls prank call?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my god! Just tell him to play with your cock and ball.
Yeah. I thought the one where he made the song about shoving a shampoo bottle up his ass at a medium pace was a good one. I thought that was a pretty good one. I mean, he had a couple good hits, I think.
Oh, all of his songs are funny as hell.
He wasn't bad. He made more money. I don't think he made any significant money doing those albums. I think maybe now he did okay because they're like, because he is who he is.
He just came out with one, bro, and it apparently did really good. Or
He
redid them. He did one about Seth. No, he did one about what's his name? The guy who died. I forgot that comedian, the really fat guy. What's his name again? Tommy Boy. But that was the movie he was in.
There was John Candy, but that's not who you're talking about.
Oh yeah. What John Candy wrote the song about though?
No, I don't think John Candy did. I think
not John Candy.
Chris Farley. Yeah, Chris Farley.
Yeah, he like that shit live, bro. His movies are funny as hell, but they're all getting old now. All those guys.
Didn't he die in like a hotel room with like a brick of heroin and like a liquor and like whores everywhere? Like, wasn't it just
this dead whores? I don't know.
400 pounds. Just like it's like this guy has like had enough.
He got the bad dope.
He what?
They got some bad dope. There was dead hookers everywhere.
Yeah, I mean that's when he
was hilarious though, bro.
He was hilarious. Sometimes the most hilarious people are not long for this world. Like Mitch Hedberg. I don't know if you ever heard of that guy.
Ah, I never heard of.
He was. If you ever want to like, there's very few people who have a
Fight.
kind of comedy that no way would be funny whatsoever unless it was coming right from their mouth and no one else's. Like there's no like he would say things that weren't even funny at like not written on paper, not if I would say them, but the way he said it was funny. He was very funny. Like he was very, very dry and very funny. And I mean I liked him. I thought he was funny. But he was he was basically like a one-liner, which is hard to do because
did he OD too?
Yeah, absolutely. He OD'd on heroin.
All comedians OD.
A lot of them, yeah. Some of them have their shit together, but a lot of them do. Unfortunately, you know, you lose as many of those guys as you do like musicians, because I think there's something to being that creative where you got to just be a little bit off, and life just can't be that easy when you're that
They say the people who are smiling the most are the most hurt inside.
Right. And you know what? There really is something. Sometimes the people that are hurting inside, they want to feel better so bad. The only way to do it is to make other people feel better. Like there are those kinds of people, but ultimately whatever's hurting them doesn't just go away because nobody wants to fucking help them. The people just want to be like, make me laugh or, you know, entertain me, sing and dance, whatever it is. But nobody wants to reach out and like, be like, are you all right? Like, and even if you do.
Robin Williams. Yo. Yes. Like Robin Williams. Yo,
right.
One shot. Before you even wrote that, I was gonna say Robin Williams is the best.
But that's a One Shot just gave a great example of exactly, you know, what I think might be true. That's I think it is true. Yeah. For a lot of people who have that whatever gift that is, that where you're smart, but you're also you could be innovative and funny at the same time.
Yeah. Who's better than Robin Williams and Jim Carrey? I don't know.
As far as classic guys, yeah, it's tough to say. It's tough to say. Even Jim Carrey, who's okay today, he did a documentary about. He did this movie.
Bro, he was probably the greatest comedian actor. Like he did both.
He did this movie. He did this movie where who was that guy who used to wrestle women? He was like the biggest troll.
I don't know. Whoa,
Andy something. Andy.
Oh yeah, he did the movie on him.
Right, and then he did a documentary about what he was like. He never broke character in that movie.
Bro, he thought he really was him.
Andy Warhol. Thanks, One Shot. He thought he really was him, and also like now Andy Warhol had like a pretend thing with a professional wrestler.
For real, bro. He fucking hit the guy in real life.
Oh, so you know exactly. You know the whole story.
I watched the whole documentary.
Right. So that was like, that's crazy because they really documented that. And then the company, I guess,
come up fucked. He would come when he did the older guy, like he would come all fucked up and drunk.
Oh, Tony, whatever. That was fucking so funny.
Jody,
this was a guy who really didn't drink. He really didn't smoke cigarettes. And he would turn into this guy and he would start drinking and smoking cigarettes. And I would think that would make you kind of sick, but he would just go with it. And it was just, he'd be smoking cigarettes all day. It's like, this guy never smoked cigarettes. How is he just smoking cigarettes? Like, there's got to be some kind of acclimation to, even if it's just, you know, or maybe if it's a couple cigarettes a day, it's not a big deal, but like he was smoking, I think he was smoking a little more often than that. So he was really going hard in the paint on that one. And I think after that, he went kind of crazy for a little while. I mean, you know, the documentary, I don't know that I can really give an opinion other than it's better than the,
pretty crazy. The documentary is better than the movie. I watched both.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's pretty crazy, bro. But honestly, I don't know why I didn't really respect the guy like Jim Carrey must have respected him. And I watched a lot of Andy Warhol's the stuff he did.
Yeah, me neither. I didn't really get it, to be honest with you.
I didn't really get it. I didn't find him funny at all. And but Jim Carrey is like in a class of his own. But he got all fucked up, Jim Carrey.
There's probably something to the like place, time, rhythm, rhyme. Then and there was a certain feeling, and
exactly.
It's a very particular niche thing, but he was very good at it, and that's fine.
The time.
Yeah, right. But today, it's like so out of context.
I watch shit that when I'm little, you know what I'm saying, I loved, and then now I watch it and I'll be like, how the fuck did I like this?
Yeah.
But just the time and how you know.
If you watch like stand-up comedy from like the 80s.
Andy, what's up, love? Cool.
If you watch stand-up comedy from like the 80s, like a lot of it's like, why are they laughing? Like Andrew Dice Clay, I think was very funny, but to this day, like if you watch it, you put yourself in the mindset of expecting the
Hannah, thank you.
expecting the type of performance that you would expect today in terms of how many really like crazy people there are that do it. He's still good, but it's like you don't feel the same way as like back then. There was like never seen anything like this before. He sells out Madison Square Garden anytime he wants. He makes $1 million every night. He loses $1 million at a casino every night. He was just like he was so nuts. And now he's like 60 something years old. He's still doing stand-up comedy. I think 'cause he has to. He doesn't really have that much money. I think he's okay, but he doesn't have that much money. He's not like rich like he should be. Um, Louis C.K. is another guy who like he
Yeah,
can't.
people like him too. I wasn't really a big fan.
Me neither. I didn't think he was that funny. I didn't think he was that funny. I mean, he had a couple of jokes that were good jokes, but I didn't think he was like he wasn't
There's
somebody
a lot,
that
though. So was fucking Bill Cosby was a good stand-up comedian too, and
I never seen his stand up, but
yeah, I mean, what he did is terrible, and fuck him for that. But like, his shit stand-up was funny as fuck, and he didn't say one curse word the whole time.
yeah.
You gotta respect that. I always liked I like the Cosby Show too. I liked a lot of his shit, but he was like,
I don't really follow Bill Cosby too much.
yeah, nah. I mean,
I saw his Jello commercials at one point.
Jello.
Jello.
Yo, Bambi, you still here, girl? What up? He just comes in and says, "Bird." Way
I
back.
like Jello. I like Jello if it just solidified within like 10 minutes ago. Not you just made it, but it just came into its proper viscosity 10 minutes ago. That's when there's a 10-minute window there where I will eat the Jello. But other than that, if the Jello sits around for too long, it does something to it that throws the texture just a little bit off, and I don't like it anymore.
I hate Jello. Fucking who's Red Skeleton?
Me too, generally speaking, because I can't get in that. It's not practical to get in that 10-minute window. It's just not.
Red
I've
Skeleton.
never heard of Red Skeleton.
He did
He
the-
is from the 70s. Nah, I don't know who that is. He sucked.
He was from Vincent's, Indiana.
He sucked.
I've been on a diet.
No, I say that all the time to like anybody I'm talking to, or if they mention like an artist or like somebody from that I have never heard of, they automatically suck if I never heard of them. That's what I always say. Everybody's like, "You're a fucking idiot." I'm like, I don't care. If I haven't heard of them, they suck. Like, why haven't I heard of them? Who the fuck is Red Skeleton? I'm sorry.
You haven't said that about everything you haven't heard of, but you're allowed to have an opinion of it. You're allowed to have an opinion.
No, I don't mean it like that. You know what I'm saying?
I know the way you mean it. I know you don't mean it like that. I know the way you mean it.
But Red Skeleton, like, come on, like that name right there. If he was somewhat famous, like you would know that name. You would have heard it. Like
Right.
you don't.
Yeah.
If you heard it one time in your life, you've heard of the guy. So
like Red Skeleton is like a cult favorite. No, it's not. Its name is Red Skeleton.
It's Red Skeleton. I've never heard of that name.
That's either a grand slam or the ball went nowhere. Big swing and a miss. It can't be anywhere in between.
Well, there's really no in between. There's just that he failed because I've never heard of him. His name's Red Skeleton. Like, come on. Who else heard of Red Skeleton here besides One Shot Hannah and Stock? Anybody in here?
I've never heard of it until I'm just making fun of the name. I've never heard of it either.
Okay, so who else heard of Red Skeleton besides One Shot and Hannah?
Probably Natasha. She's from Indiana.
Oh fuck, Natasha. Do you know? I'll do this.
But then there's also the issue of nobody cares about what's happening in Indiana except for people.
Hey, what's up, love? Well, more cute Canadians. All the little cute Canadian girls on tonight. Trying to go to Canada. Why all y'all too young? LOL. Why y'all all too young? I'm too young. I bet. That's how you're gonna do it. That's how you're gonna play me. I know some shit, even though I'm not that young. I'm 25, bro.
I've been on this diet that is just like I'm just eating beef stew. Yeah, that's true. I'm eating beef stew. It's got beef and vegetables and broth, which is like stock, chicken stock, like I think. I don't know.
Stock.
And that's pretty much it. That's all it is. So I'm eating that.
Maddie, you're not a day over 18, and your sister. Yo, Maddie was on stream and she was with her sister, and I was like, yo, I look at her sister, bro. Like totally, it gave me like total like, because you're going to see Maddie because she's hot as hell, and you know what I'm saying, and you think bad things, but then you see her sister and you're like, oh, it just brings off a kid vibe. So it's like ruining the moment. So I'm like, how old is your sister? And she's like, oh, she's 21. I'm like, first of all, no girl is ever 21. That's just a made up number. You can't be 21. It's not a real number.
Bro, do you see that photo? Do you see that photo?
She didn't look like she was a day over 16, bro.
Do you see the photo of the girl in the corset?
She didn't look a day over 16. Who's the girl in the corset?
Maddie something.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I know. That's why I'm saying. Did you see the? I don't know which girl. You're saying there's two girls as far as I can
No,
tell.
that's all Maddie. Maddie's 23, probably 21, maybe 20. She's still legal though. Her sister was like not a day over 16. And they was lying on stream like she's 21. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. I'm getting like you know what I'm saying? You know, when you're holding a puppet and you're doing like a R-rated stream, like a bad puppet stream, but then a little girl comes in, you're like, oh, it kind of ruins it now. And you're like, it makes you feel weird. Now you feel like you have to go back to Sesame Street days and bring out the rainbow and shit. And now you're talking like that for a while. And it's like, no, that's not how the stream's supposed to go.
No doubt.
That's how it made me feel. She looks like me. She does look like you. She's a very pretty girl. But I'll let you know. This is Dr. Rainbow.
You have to do it, bro. No one expects.
No, he does. He does.
Don't
him out.
No, I don't want to do it.
You don't have to do it, bro.
I don't want to do it.
Please.
Yo, come on. Like I have to be a little in a gayer mood. Like I don't even have my hand up the puppet's ass, so then right there, it kind of gets homosexual. Then I can do the voice.
Cookie's asleep.
No.
Dr. Rainbow.
I think you're begging. Did you not
All
see?
right, since Hannah wants to hear this voice, Hannah, why don't you tell us one thing you love about yourself?
Nobody replied to my group text of Cookie and Piggy.
Oh yeah, I saw that shit. That was funny. Then you texted me on your regular number, so I like automatically went on that and then texted you back. Like,
I passed out at like 4 o'clock for like 4 hours because the only carbohydrates I've been eating are little white potatoes in the stew. It's very difficult.
Very difficult. Yeah, Maddie, fucking let's get to 8 first. Shit. That would be we getting up there. That was crazy.
Bad things to Maddie.
What? Yo, Maddie's a little baddie, bro. She has that like innocence about her, like somebody didn't fuck up her life yet, and I just want to fuck it up so bad. Like, so bad.
Did you see the picture of her in the corset? I don't get the innocent vibe that much. Not that.
Bro,
much.
Maddie came in here one day mad drunk, and she pretty much showed me everything.
So what kind of innocent are we talking about?
Yeah, exactly. Like the kind of innocent that like when they get drunk, they can't even handle a beer. So they get like all fucked up and they're like, oh, catch me. Don't bring me back to your house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm clearly going to catch you and bring you back to my house.
That's called like being light. That's called being a little 110, 115.
Like, put it this way. Maddie's cute as hell, so I'd definitely bring her home, bro, but she would have to sign the contract right then and there. I'd be like,
we all bring her home. You, me, every other guy in the street. We don't bring her. We don't carry. Hannah would bring her home. I carry her home in my back pocket.
No, but you got to make her sign the contract, bro. That's why if you bring Maddie home, you got to make her sign a contract and say you're over 18, so you're legal, and you give me full consent to destroy your life.
For the video footage and the and the content and the publishing and
I want blood. She has to put fucking cut her hand and put blood on the fucking. Yo, Jonathan, what's good, my guy? Call.
Oh, she's 5'1".
Oh my God, Maddie, that's beautiful. You know who likes short girls, Maddie? Short guys. You know who else likes short girls? Every fucking guy. Call.
True that.
Yo, Shakira, my love. Call. Somebody coming in here. What's up, my love?
All right.
Maddie, I would do bad things to Maddie.
This one's gonna be an ice dragon. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's gonna be an ice dragon. Let's go, ice dragon. Let's go, ice dragon. I'm trying to hit the button. I can't get the ice dragon. Let's go, ice dragon. Give me ice dragon.
Yo, if you hit it, bro, it would have been legendary.
What if that was that actually got the ice dragon? That would have been.
If you actually got the ice dragon, I would have been legendary.
I tried. You talking about positive energy is going to bring the dragon or whatever. I gave it a shot, bro. It does not. It's going to listen to my shit. So you keep trying to be positive and shit. I'm just gonna keep trying to do it the old school way. Let's keep it that way. You know what I mean?
I'm fucking dead.
Right, bro. I'm gonna let you do your thing. All right.
I appreciate you guys for real.
All right, bro. We're
gonna be your favorite stock. You're the man.
I want to see if I can get the. Oh, I gotta get my PayPal.
All right, and on that note, we're gonna let Bird get back to it. Goodbye.
I'm fucking dead. Hannah, you're good, love. Lily, what's up, love? RH, let's go. Lily and RH entered at the same motherfucking time. What's up, loves? Coco. Let's go. Ice Dragon, yeah, Ice Dragon. Fuck. Yo, we're gonna get it. I'm telling you. Lily, thank you, love. Yo, I never heard it go ho 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 ho. Maybe I've been bugging this whole time. I'm fucking dead. Ho 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 ho. Did you get one yet? Nah, I never got one yet. Let's go! Another bonus. Get the fuck out of here. Lily, let's go. Let's go. Yo, Hannah hit 4 already. That's our 5th bonus. That's our 5th 5K bonus. Hannah got 20K in bonuses, and Lily just got another 5K. We are fucking lucky tonight. Let's go. I'm fucking dead. That's crazy. Yo, Stock, is this shit really happening, bro? Let's go. It's Santa. I know him. I know him. Yeah. Alexa, play Suck on My Cock.
By G Fresh and Tekka B.
No, that's not the right one.